slashers kind of went through a whole holiday phase back in the day. Like there's almost a slasher movie for like every single holiday, almost. I didn't really see any for Thanksgiving though. Poor Thanksgiving. It's just such a forgotten holiday, isn't it? I feel bad for it, man. I feel bad for it. Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another Weird Wednesday video. I thought I would do something a little different. I've never done anything quite like this before, kind of, but not really. I figured as tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the US, anyway, I would look and see what kind of horror movies there was to watch based on Thanksgiving, if there were any Thanksgiving horror movies. Here's just some ideas. I haven't seen any of these movies, so this is new for all of us. Here's some ideas if you're looking for some horror movies to watch with your family. Here's some ideas for some Thanksgiving horror movies to watch with your family, or maybe not with your family on Thanksgiving. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then you could just watch them anyway, I guess. The first one that came up, I went through a few lists for like Thanksgiving themed horror movies, and there's not a lot. There's really not a lot. Like I feel like people were reaching for them. Somebody even mentioned, which I didn't include in this list, but some, like in every single list even, was Eli Roth's fake trailer for Grindhouse, which was a movie called Thanksgiving, I think. And that's not even a movie. Like, that's how hard people were trying to find like Thanksgiving related horror. They even mentioned a fake trailer within another movie that has nothing to do with Thanksgiving. So the first one is called Alien Abduction: Incident in Lake County, which came out in 1998, and it is about, well, here's the synopsis. After a mysterious blackout, a son goes out to investigate and captures footage of actual aliens. When the aliens follow him and his brothers back to their home, all hell breaks loose. I guess this is just set like during Thanksgiving, which is why this was on so many of the lists. But on IMDb, it's got a 6.4 out of 10, which I feel like is really good for a movie I've never heard of. And just like the cover looks just really hokey. Like, I don't know if you can see it. It just looks like really hokey. It has a 6.4 out of 10. Like, I feel like that's pretty good. And I think if that number is correct, out of 2,705 people, like that's pretty good, I think. And it's got a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is not the worst. That's probably like moderate level. Like, I feel like good horror movies, kind of like ones that like horror fans would consider good, hover around like the 70, 80%, sometimes the 90 percentile. That's not a lot though. But they usually hover around like high 60s, low 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, which are like the good ones, you know? So I feel like that's like decent. That's moderately okay. The next one, probably the most obvious choice and the one I thought of, again, even though I've never seen it before. I've seen the cover for this a million times. It's called Thanksgiving, which is about a homicidal turkey that axes off college kids during Thanksgiving break. Which sounds like if you were to make any horror movie about Thanksgiving, that's probably what I would do. It'd be like Revenge of the Turkeys, right? Like that's probably the most obvious choice. Again, quite a moderate Rotten Tomatoes rating, 42%. That's decent, that's okay. From what I understand, this is supposed to be kind of like a comedy horror though, so it's not like fully serious horror. And I didn't include it in this list, and I guess the sequel is Thanksgiving 3. Like that's like it's meant to be jokey, like there's no Thanksgiving 2. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to watch this one though, so if anyone's seen it, let me know if it's worth it in the comments section. So next one, I don't know if this is actually set during Thanksgiving, but it has to do with a turkey, kind of. It's called Blood Freak, which came out in 1972, and the synopsis reads as such. A biker comes upon a girl with a flat tire and offers her a ride home. He winds up at a drug party with the girl's sister, then follows her to a turkey farm owned by her father, a mad scientist. The father turns the biker into a giant turkey monster who... Sorry, cut off. Giant turkey monster who goes after drug dealers. I like if that summary alone does not make you want to watch this movie, then there's something wrong with you. Like, how could you not be intrigued by that? I mean, it's got a 3.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Clearly, it's gold. And from the cover, it literally looks like just like a guy with a giant turkey head. This looks great. It's got a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. Is that just like the standard? Like, do they just give like every movie that if they don't have an official rating for it? Maybe. The last one, which probably has does have the lowest Rotten Tomatoes rating out of these four. It's at a 16%, even though it's only 3.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which is 0.1 off from that Blood Freak one. It's Home Sweet Home, which came out in 1981 and is about an escaped mental patient who steals a station wagon and makes his way to the Bradley Thanksgiving celebration, where he plans to make them a little less thankful. I just love like hokey themed horror movies like that, because usually the taglines are just like gold. What's the tagline? Okay, we gotta read the tagline. I know this one's gonna be great. Okay, here it is. This year, it's not the turkey being carved for Thanksgiving. Genius, that's brilliant. So that was just some ideas on what to watch horror related wise. There's just some ideas for horror movies to watch with your family. Those all seem like family friendly movies for Thanksgiving. Like, they're perfect. So let me know if you've seen any of them in the comments section down below. I haven't seen a single one of those. So out of the four, which one would you recommend to me? And also in the comment section, as it is almost Thanksgiving, let me know what horror movie you're thankful for in the comment section down below. And until next time, stay strange.